as you practice. There is a saying, very common saying that goes, practice makes perfect, right? So skills will be developed, and after that, there is another one important thing. What is that? The attitude, right? The attitude of a person. Even if you are good at knowledge, practice, and skills, but if you don't have the good values or attitude, you can't be a competent person, right? So there must be complete in that equation, okay? So today, let's talk about knowledge gaps. So from the word gap, right? Knowledge and then gap. Do you know the word gap? Do you know the word gap?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay, gap. It's like what? A space in between, right? Yes, right.
Today I'm back to
Sometimes
Brainrot.
they said, we talk about memory before. So they said, sometimes doctors would say, you have a memory gap. What does it mean when we say memory gap?
Memory gap.
What? Okay, memory gap. What is that? Memory and then gap. So
Missing.
sometimes, yes, missing. Very good. So there's a missing with your memory, right? Do you experience that? Like,
Today I'm back
you
on
think of something and then there should be missing there that you cannot remember, right? Yeah, there are things that you cannot remember. Maybe probably years or months that you cannot remember because maybe your brain or brain memory cannot process it, right? Or maybe your brain process, but it seems that your brain cover it, right? Yeah, maybe sad. Very sad story or, sad experience. So our brain sometimes, they cover or it covers the sad memory. So that is called a memory gap. But this time, we talk about knowledge. Okay, what's in your mind? What's in your mind when we say knowledge gaps? What is that?
I don't know.
Okay, let's say for example, current learner, the gap, also future learner. Okay, here, gap. So knowledge, from the word knowledge, right? I just created a grand chart. The gap. Is this a project mode? Okay, for example, because the examples here are more on sales, professional career. So how about at school? Okay, I would like to ask you, what is a concrete example when you study? For example, when you learn about, example, your favorite subject is science. Okay, so what is the knowledge gap, for example, that you experience in science subject?
I don't know.
Okay, do you, for example, there's a question. What is the beginning of the earth, right? Okay, do you know what is the beginning of the earth? Oh, what is the beginning of the earth? Why earth existed? Okay, that's science, right? Knowledge. So knowledge can be stored in a long, long period of time. So do you know why there is an existence of the earth? Why we are here? Do you know that?
I don't know.
Do you know something?
I don't know.
Okay, so that is called knowledge gap. So you don't know what happened. Why? Why humans existed on earth or existing on earth. So that is called knowledge gap in science subject, right? Okay, because we learn so many things, right? Okay, you can talk about so many things, mathematics, PE, blah blah blah. But then there is a knowledge gap when it comes to natural science. Because you don't know why you are here, why you became the son of your parents. So what is the beginning of humanity? What was it? So that is called knowledge gap. Okay? Very important information. Okay, so now you know what is knowledge gap. Can you tell me more about your knowledge gap? Do you have a knowledge gap? More things that you don't know?
No.
No more? So right now, Barton, it is impossible for us to knowledge gap for the basic, because we have AI, we have Google, right? Yeah, you can research everything that is done, right? For the technical like terms, maybe, or maybe a little bit of a complicated subject. But when you basic, you can watch YouTube, right? You can research, you can ask dictionaries and everything. And with that, so that is called the technology age. So the knowledge gap that we never, our generation never, like, had the knowledge gap before. For something, but now, more, okay? So let's see here. Okay, let's see the skill gap. Okay, what is the skill gap? What is a skill gap?
Missing.
So knowledge and then skill. So there are similar. Wait a second, Morton. Okay, think first, and then I have to drink water a second. Okay, Barton, ready to answer? Okay, what is a skill gap? Maybe you can give
Not
an
learning.
example. Okay, right. How about you? Do you have any example for that?
No.
No? Okay, how about you? Do you think you have a skill gap? Do you think you have a skill gap? Of course, sometimes we know how to. Example, I want to learn how to play guitar. So you study the theory, right? The basic of what are the notes or strings, or where can we find the notes in the string, and then you practice that or you study that. So that's knowledge, right? Now, how can we say that there is a skill gap? Do you think after learning the how to play guitar in YouTube, or how to play guitar in AI, something like that, do you know? Do you think that you can have a skill right away? How do you develop that knowledge, Michael? How do you develop that skill then?
I don't know.
Okay, so of course skill is what I told you last time. Skill is what? Equivalent to skill. The things that you can do, right? The can or the ability. Yeah. Your ability. Skill is your ability. Like for example, what are the things that you can do? So you said, teacher, I have a computer skills, right? So meaning to say, when it comes to computer, you can command, or you can do things in the computer alone, like you know what to do when you face the screen, right? So that is called the skill, computer skill. You know the spreadsheet, different applications, right? So that is computer skill. Because why do you develop that computer skill, Martin? What made you develop that skill? Why do you know about computer then? How? Martin? Why and how do you know computer? Can you tell why?
Internet.
And after knowing, after having that knowledge in the internet, what do you do, or what did you do? Is it automatic that you know because of course I read it in the internet? Okay, how do you know? How do you know? Martin? How do you know? Computer, because you keep on practicing that, right? So you practice the computer every day, right? Every day you do that. So that's why it develops as your skill, right? skill. Now, okay, because of that definition of skill, how do you, okay, how do you consider skill gaps? What is a skill gap? What is a skill gap then?
Learning. Forgetting the skills.
Yes. For the things that, okay, you don't practice, right? Okay, what are the knowledge that you know at school that you don't practice? Example. Okay, so there are things, for example, your knowledge in, what is this? How do you call this? Knowledge that you don't develop so much, right? For example, do you want to learn piano, right? And then you know the theory of piano, you know the notes, you know what are the different parts of piano, everything about it. But then you don't practice. So that is called the skill gap. So here's some examples here. Maybe you can't relate. These are all adult what's this? Exercises or adult experiences. So maybe for you as a student, okay, example, your teacher taught you how to exercise, right? In your teaching subject. So the teacher told you, okay, this is the proper exercise. Proper steps on how to do that exercise. But then you don't practice that. Okay? So that is called the skill gap. Okay, so Martin, do you understand? Okay, do you have any more clarifications about skill gaps? Skill gaps. Do you have any clarifications? Do you have questions?
No.
Okay, so we discussed the knowledge and skill gaps. So it's really very important to study and to practice. Right, Martin? Okay, now there is a question here for the next question. What is skill versus knowledge? Can you please read this one? This one. The 2 paragraph until here. This one, Barton. Skill versus knowledge. Can you please read?
I also went back to the other one and again try to stop him. Now I was so confused why he had his live stream and he's not trying to scam me. But it turns out TikTok removed his live stream. Big W for bro for not running away with my sister Punky. That's our biggest sacrifice Brainrot yet. If you like this video, Miss Dawson. What? Miss Dawson, I'm confused. What in the hell is it? Are you? I'm just going to start there. You're suing about your boyfriend. See,
Hello, Barton.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, can you read the paragraph?
Yeah, skill versus knowledge. Having a skill is different than having knowledge. To determine something is a skill gap rather than a knowledge gap, you need to ask just one question. Is it reasonable to think that someone can be proficient via practice? If the answer is yes, then it's not a skill, but if the answer is no, then you know you're dealing with a skill, and your learners will need to practice to develop proficiency. Usually, the game you can play to help you in your planning. Let's play skill, not a skill.
Okay, let's play. Or let's practice, or let's ask, or I'm going to ask you. Okay, some questions.
Today I'm
Okay,
gonna try
let's
and drink
see supply order. I don't think this is for you. Build the database. Okay, I think this is not for you. So I'm going to ask you something. Okay, action. Okay, what are the actions? For example, playing basketball. Is it your skill? You will say yes or no. Skill or no? Yes or no? Do you have the skill of playing basketball? So yes, your answer is yes? Okay. So again, study all subjects. Let's say study science subject. Do you study science?
No.
No, so not a skill. Study mathematics. Study mathematics.
No.
Mathematics.
No.
Oh, so not a skill. How about hands-on to what program? Do you know how to use the Canva in computer? Canva. Skill or not skill? Is it a yes or no? Canva. Do you know what is Canva?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a skill or not skill? Canva. You don't know Canva? Okay, so not a skill. Oh, so what's your skill? Aside from playing basketball. Playing soccer. Playing soccer. Playing soccer. Is it a skill or not a skill? How about cooking? Can you cook breakfast? Yes, a skill or not a skill? Cooking breakfast.
Yes.
Okay, you have two skills. What else? What's your skill? This one. Can you make friends? Like you don't know the people. Okay, this is the situation. You go to a certain class that this is not your classmates. It's it's just new people, new students, and you are also new. Can you make friends or just like within a day? Can you make friends with few people? Maybe how many people? I don't care. As long as you can make friends with them for one day. Can you do that? Ah, okay. So you can do that? How many? How many people can you make friends in one day? They're all random people. You don't know them at all. So how many people could you probably make friends within 1 hour? That is social skill, right? So, yeah, social skill. So you have to. Okay, can you do that? Can you do the talking? How many friends? Probably 1, 2, 3.
Oh, never mind.
Here's how I want this 230 million a second gold Gorama and Mako gun in player versus player battle. So firstly, since
Hi.
I didn't want to near the EVP, he let me take the Gorama. And we
Okay, so we have two skills like sports. One is sports, playing basketball, and then cooking. The rest, like academic, science, math, you said you don't have the skills. So now, okay, let's talk about motivation because there are so many fields that you said you miss or you don't have that skill. So, do you know the meaning of motivation? Do you know what is motivation? Martin? What is motivation? Like, let's say for example, why do you want to learn? What is your motivation? Why do you want to learn English? Martin, why do you want to learn English? What is your motivation?
November memes were absolutely great. But this month kicked off with certified memes, and literally every single meme and post will get certified. Remember how October had a bunch of number memes? Well, people decided to switch things up in November and move on to letter memes. And that's how we got these. Then out of nowhere, people started wearing quarter zips to feel and look more sophisticated. And to top it all off, we got memes like Sergeant Cassius with Domer and then AI baby memes. Bro, this one. All off, we got memes
Okay, can you please just read this one? This one, motivation gaps. Why do we say motivation gaps? Can you just please read?
If somebody knows what to do but chooses not to do it, that's a motivation gap. There are a number of reasons for motivation gaps. It could be that the person that it doesn't really buy it into the outcome or destination.
And okay, continue. It could be. Okay, continue this.
It could be that the destination really doesn't make sense.
Or
It could be due to Anxiety,
Anxiety.
anxiety or concern about change.
Okay. This one sometime.
Sometimes people get distracted or unfocused. Sometimes people are just interested in making the effort. And sometimes people fail because they lack enough of the big picture to guide their own success.
Yes, right. Okay, so let's talk about this motivation gap. Okay, let's talk about the first one. So, if somebody knows what to do, okay, you know what to do because you have the knowledge, but chooses not to do it. Okay? So that is called motivation gap. Like, you know that you can be a good speaker. You know that you can be a, what is that? You can be an honest student, right? You can be a top among the class. You can be best in science, best in mathematics, but you chooses not to do it. You chooses not to study, right? You chooses not to practice. You chooses not to read. You chooses not to research. So that is a motivation gap, right? Okay, now, so there are so many reasons, as you all know, there are so many reasons of people. It depends, right? There are so many reasons. So let's talk about this one. It could be that destination really doesn't make sense. What do you think? Destination. What is destination? Destination is where you want to.
Why are all my fans in Team Deer? Where did the guy even go? Like,
You want to be. You want to go, or you want to be recognized, or you want to achieve, right? Okay, I have a question, Martin. What do you like to do in your life? Right now, what do you like to do? Or what do you like to achieve in your life?
Yeah, it's coffee. Awesome.
What's that?
I tried to pull it.
Do you have a bigger picture of
That 3 cups for you.
what do you want to achieve? Or you just want to play, you know? So tell me, what do you want to achieve as a boy, or as a young boy? Barton, can you answer that? Otherwise, your knowledge is there should be a knowledge gap. If you don't answer the question.
Yeah.
So,
so remember how my brother told everyone at school?
So, Barton, what is your bigger plan, or what do you want to achieve as a young boy? Do you want to be a gamer, computer, what is that, expert gamer? Do you want to win the game? What is that, babe? Babe. How do you call that? Gamer or gamer? What is the best game, global game right now? Babe. Roblox? Minecraft? The best game globally? What is that? 15 million all over the world? And then how do you achieve? How are you going to achieve as the best player? Is it about score or something? What are the categories of that game? Racing and sports. So you can create your own games in Roblox? Okay, Barton. Do you play Roblox? Okay, and then what's your category in Roblox? Do you develop sports game or what? What other categories, babe? Just sports? Right, therefore. How about you? What do you want to make? What do you like? Why? So you just play. You're just a mere player. Okay. So, Barton, do you want to be a popular gamer in the whole world? Barton? Okay. Do you want to be a popular gamer all over the world? Just like YouTuber, something like that. There's so many YouTubers, right? A game YouTuber? Is that what it's called? What is called a game YouTuber? YouTuber. Okay. Gamer. Gamer at the same time YouTuber. Is that it? Okay. Now, Barton, there are also things that why there is a motivation because of anxiety. Anxiety that you are afraid about and you're concerned about, the changes. For example, you like to study but you love to play games, right? If you want to be a good or honor student, there must be a change of your routine, right? So you will spend like at least 3 hours a day to study, and then it will be minus to your game, right? Your game session. So that is why many people don't, there is a motivation gap because your favorite, your comfort will be changed. Am I correct? Okay, so you're afraid to do that because it's a minus. So you want to achieve these skills like English skills. But okay, if you want to achieve that, then there must be a changes, right? So there must be homework, something like that. So your focus will be divided. Okay, you will be in a you will be confused with this is not comfortable and this is comfortable for me, or your comfort zone. And sometimes people get distracted or unfocused. What is that? Barton, what do you mean by distracted? Okay, what are the things that distract us? For example, you, what are the things that distract you or unfocused? For example, you want to achieve this, you want to have a good skill, but you are distracted with what? Barton, what are the things that can distract your attention? Is it a game? Digital games, right? I knew it because I have also a son that, you know, a little bit of not focused with his studies. Because, you know, Barton, nowadays, the digital or the technology or the capitalist or digital world, they make sure that children or young children will be focused on their products, right? So to have a good profit. So they make so many beautiful and very attractive games, right? Am I correct? Yeah. So that's why we want to do this. We want to be a very good student. We want to achieve honor. We want to be a good player. We want to be, but because you are distracted by the current situation of our society where it is a technology-driven society, okay? Because they want profit, right? So they create attractive games that the children cannot focus on their goal. Am I correct, Martin? Am I right? Right. So I am right? Okay. So that is why we must pay attention to ourselves. What do we want? Right? What do we want? Okay, what is our goal? So we have to focus on our goal. Okay, next person. Sometimes people aren't interested in making the effort. Okay. I want to be like this, but I'm not interested. So, no effort. Right? It's just lazy. Many people is like, they're just lazy to do things, right? For example, at home, your parents encourage you to develop your cooking skills. But if you don't have effort to, for example, oh mommy, I can cook this today. So that is one interest, right? One interest or developing your skills. So you do the cooking. But sometimes people are lazy, right? I don't want to do that. I just want to eat. I don't want to cook. Okay, so that's laziness. And another one, okay, last is people fail because they lack enough of the big picture to guide their own success. Right? Okay, this is very good because sometimes we don't know why our parents send us to school, send us to let us study something. Okay, because you don't know the bigger picture. Why? Right? Okay, I have a question, Barton. Okay, I have a question. Most of our successful people around that your country, okay, they never get out of this one thing. And yes, I am already like this. I'm successful. No, they what? What do they do to achieve, to have a success? They follow the process. And what process? Okay, they do all the things that can develop their whole skills, knowledge, skills, and being a good man. So that's why sometimes people, for example, he is a player, a champion. Okay, but that doesn't automatically this player, football player or basketball player is champion right away. So that player from the start, like at the early age, he already practiced a lot of times, right? He had a lot of failure, success, failure, practice. It takes how many years to achieve. So that's why sometimes we don't see why our parents wanted us to learn. Okay, I have a question. Why do you want to learn English? Why do you want to learn English? What is the bigger picture of learning English? Martin, what is the bigger picture? Why many foreigners, or I mean many students around the world want to learn English? Skills, right? Speaking skills. Why? Can you tell me what is the bigger picture of that? It's just your own, like, I just want to learn. That's enough. What is the bigger picture? Why do you want to learn? How about you? Why do you enroll in tutorial class? Is there any big picture? Why? Barton? What's the reason? What's your reason? So because Okay, for me, for the bigger picture, commonly students, because they want to explore the world, right? Like right now in the world of technology, okay, even if you have a good skills, for example, you're very good at computer, you are a computer programmer, you can create a lot of programs, something like that, but you cannot speak English. So there is a big gap, right? A big communication gap when it comes to global competition, right? Because you want to apply in the Google, maybe Google company, or you want to apply in a, maybe US company. But then you cannot speak English. But you're good. You have a good skills. You have a very, very nice program. But language gap is a very big problem. So even if you have the good skills, but you cannot translate that skill into language, so you cannot compete with other people who can speak English well, right? So that is why or many of my students, hundreds of my students, that is their goal. That is the bigger picture. Their parents would like to compete them. Because right now competition is not only in Mongolia. You live in Mongolia, well, fine. But believe me, competition of work because of the technology development, you can compete with other nations. You can compete with other countries. Like for example, you want to work as a programmer, but you have English, can speak English. Okay, there is one from Japan, from China, from US. But okay, now your employer would say, "Can you speak English?" Okay, and then you said, "No, I can't, but I know how to make programs, blah blah blah. I am very good." But then you cannot speak English. Then you won't be accepted. So that is why your parents want you to be competitive when it comes to global employment, right? For global business. Even in business world, you cannot compete if you cannot speak English. So I have so many students, businessmen and professionals who would like to learn how to speak well. Okay, Martin? So, what is your realization, Martin? Do you want to be motivated? Do you want to be motivated to study? Okay, so just choose. What is your reason? Is it that you lack enough big picture to guide your success? Or you don't like learning because you're not interested? Or you are distracted or unfocused? Or maybe you are concerned about the changes in your routine? Okay, or you say destination path is nothing, like no meaning. So what are you in this? Martin, you choose, okay? Next time I will ask you what path or what category are you, or what is your reason why there is a motivational gap? Okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you learn today? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Knowledge, gaps, skills, gap, skill gap, motivation gaps. Okay? I will ask you once again next time. Okay? Okay, thank you so much for your time today, partners. Hope to see you next time. Okay? And then I hope that you can participate more and share more of your experience. Okay? And maybe you can raise questions if you would like. Okay, you can ask me anything. Okay? Okay, bye, Barton. I will just send your development or progress later. Okay? Bye. Good morning.
stupid bitch from him kept joining on my account, on your server, and he didn't let me fucking play, bro. It's annoying. Isn't it? I like rage bait. Easy to do. Ooh, like your mom. Walking last right now. Yeah? I have an idea. Broke one for that.
Morning for Emily. Morning, Emily. Where's your wait? Acting more. Kick up. Sorry. I don't think she lets buy one get free. None of you guys can come behind and then bring that next one.
While this guy was singing when an Indian accent slipped out, his friend's reaction was unexpected.
What was it? Was making victims?
Sorry, you like butter chicken? Food is studying like a hard boy. I'm giving a butter chicken time. Okay, hard me on. Ding dong, heat it up, heat it oil and mix it up. Ding, some hot dog will come to your door and give it me one. Good night.
Bro's AFK. Watch somebody join the skill for him. BJ wasn't. If you don't talk, we'll suck.
I see.
Pyro.
What?
I see. Now, why do you have to
What?